Hi, my name's Korie Milton, and for my Do Something and Report It project, I decided to purchase a watt meter. The watt meter looks like this. I purchased it from the Home Depot, and the way you use the watt meter is you plug it into your wall, and then you plug whatever item you are looking to measure its energy usage into the front of the watt meter, and the watts that are being used by that item are displayed at the top of the meter in that small screen. So I decided to take a closer look at the amount of energy that are used by these 6 items that I use on a daily basis. These items are my Apple iPhone 5 phone charger, my mini fridge in my dorm room, my alarm clock stereo, which is an iHome, a table lamp, my microwave, and my hairdryer. So my objective with purchasing this watt meter and conducting this project was to first track the amount of watts required to use those various items. Secondly, to track the amount of time I use these items in a typical day. Thirdly, to calculate the weekly, monthly, and yearly cost of using each item. And lastly, to look back and see where I can cut back on my usage to save myself energy and money. So I hypothesized before beginning my experiment that the hairdryer and the microwave would require the most energy, but due to their time in use, they would not be the most expensive. And secondly, I hypothesized that the phone charger would use the least amount of energy, but would not be the least expensive due to its time in use. So this is a collection of the data that I collected, and on the left column I have the 6 items listed, and in the second column I have the watts listed, which was given to me by my watt meter. And in my third column I have the hours used per day, and lastly I have the total energy per day, and that was calculated by using a simple equation of the watts times the hours used per day. So next I have my calculations displayed of the 6 items and their energy that was used per day, per week, per month, and per year. And then I used that to calculate the cost of using those items per day, per week, per month, and per year. And I took a closer look here on this slide of the cost of using the lamp for 7 days. And it's an example of how I calculated everything on the following slide. So the equation that I used for all of these items was the wattage times the hours used divided by 1,000 times the cost of electricity. And I found the cost of electricity by looking at my energy bill, and I found that where I live it is about 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So below I have the example of using the lamp for 6 hours a day for 7 days, and I found that by using that equation it was about 55 cents to use that lamp for 7 days. So I have that displayed here along with the other calculations of the cost per day, per week, per month, and per year of all 6 of those items. And then on the bottom of the table I have the total cost listed of using each item per day, per week, per month, and per year. And I found that it was $120.94 to use all 6 of these items for 1 year. So I took that information and I compared it to my hypothesis in the beginning of the experiment, and I found that the largest users were the fridge and the lamp. The smallest users were the phone charger and my iHome or my alarm clock stereo. And I found that after collecting these results that my hypothesis was partially correct. My first part of my hypothesis was correct. The hairdryer and the microwave did require the most energy, but because of their little time in use, they did not cost me the most. Instead, the fridge and the lamp were the most expensive items. And the second part of my hypothesis was only partially correct. I was correct in thinking that my phone charger would use the least amount of energy, but I was incorrect in thinking that it would not be the least expensive, because it was in fact the least expensive item of the 6 items. And so now I decided to take a look at how I could save energy and save money by looking at my largest users, which were my fridge and lamp. I decided that that would be the most effective way to make a bigger difference in my energy usage. And the fridge kind of led me to a dead end because I cannot turn off the fridge due to the fact that the food will spoil. So I looked more into my lamp and how I could change the usage of my lamp to save energy and money. And right now in my dorm room I have table lamp that has an incandescent light bulb in it, and I did some research and found that a CFL uses about 1/4 the wattage of an incandescent light bulb. So I recalculated what my table lamp would cost me per week, per month, and per year if I were to switch the single incandescent bulb to a CFL, and I found that by replacing that single bulb, I would save about 10 cents per week, 42 cents per month, and $5 per year. So you can see that with just one light bulb being changed, it made a big difference per year. So in a household, if you were to change all of your light bulbs, you would make an even bigger impact. And that is the main takeaway that I got from my project. Thank you for listening.